Okay, should we start? Everyone, please let me know, or should we wait? Mitali, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So, what we had done in the last session? Can you recall?
Resume building and email writing.
Okay. And after that, I had sent you one email as well.
No, sir. We didn't receive any mail.
I had not sent any mail.
Sir.
Okay.
Yeah, no, sir.
Okay. So today I will be sending you the email. I was under the impression that I had sent it. So today I will be sending that. Okay.
Yes.
So you all have prepared your resume? Not yet.
No, sir, because we don't have that format. So that's
at least, so at least you should have just given me one small reminder. Okay.
Yes,
Actually,
yes,
so what happens that, since we are doing things parallelly in all the batches, so sometimes it really becomes difficult to recall like which batch or which class we have sent this, where I have forward to send. So and there, like your involvement, and that's why I always say that your proactiveness will always resolve these kind of issues. Definitely, I should have done it anyway. I mean, that is my responsibility, and I was confident that I have done it. But then, okay. So today I will be sending you after this class. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So should we start?
Yes.
Great. So today, after this resume building, email writing, one more activity we do in resume itself, and that is altogether a different purpose, with altogether different purpose. And this, when we meet students after the interview and all, I often used to get this sense that when the interviewer finds you that, okay, Mitali or Rohit or Aditya, they are good students, and they know the things, but probably, see, any day can be a bad day, right? Can any one of you, 2-3 of you, can you switch on your camera at least? I mean, it looks like that I'm talking to a wall, so that interaction is not happening. That I'm missing. So can you switch on your cameras, please? Okay, very good. So when like interviewers feel that Rohit is a good guy, he knows the things, but then what happens? See, as I have said, any day can be a bad day, and when any day can be a bad day, what it means is that in spite of knowing all the concepts, in spite of having ample knowledge, we are not able to demonstrate. And why we are not able to demonstrate? Because that there is a nervousness, or maybe there is some kind of external pressure, or maybe because that interview itself is a stressful event. So maybe because of that. So there are n number of factors which can basically stop you from giving your best of the best performance. Now, so to get the answer of this, or what is the best that we can do, this is where I thought of this, and the idea was that can we do something? Can we do something, or maybe can we develop our expertise over at least any such topic where in spite of all this stress or nervousness or any kind of pressure, at least I'm able to answer those 3 or 4 questions. Okay. So having this objective in the mind, we have decided this activity. So I have framed certain questions. I want each one of you to go through those questions, and I want each one of you to invest at least 45 minutes to 1 hour of time and look for the best answers for those questions. Once I'm going to discuss that questions, once I'm going to give you those questions, and when you are completing the answers for those questions, trust me, it will give you immense confidence during the interview. Right? It is not about knowing everything, but it is about knowing something to the core of it, that even if there is any question on this topic, then I am the best to answer. So this is the objective of this activity. Are you getting what I'm saying, or do you have any kind of question on this? Any clarification you want from my side? Is there any kind of question in your mind? Okay, so let me share the questions as well, and then probably I will be getting certain questions from your side. So give me 30 seconds. So can you see my screen?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So please go through these questions and then ask me questions if you have any, or any kind of clarification, any kind of doubt, anything. First, read it carefully. Rachna, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Seems you have joined also now.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, like the class, this is see, I mean, in spite of, achieving the ultimate goal, I mean, at least one job, Rachna is there with us. And it talks a lot about her sincerity, about her work ethics. So I have seen many students after getting their selections and all, they just drop the classes in between. So Rachna, I appreciate you for this, and definitely yes, congratulations as you have joined AXA.
Thank you, sir.
So Rachna, are you getting exactly what we are doing as of now?
No, sir, I'm trying to read the slides, so I have a little bit idea that we have to write some about 50 to 60 words of finance, anyone who belongs to finance and to whom we admire, like that.
So are you getting that why we are doing this?
No, sir, actually I was late, that's why.
Okay. No, I will explain this. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so those who are comfortable, at least please switch on your cameras. Radha, Anita, Rohit, Mitali, Aditya. Rachna. Okay. So Rachna, like how many rounds of interview you had to go through when you were there in AXA?
So there were 3 rounds, and in 1 week, the whole process was completed. Like on Monday, I gave my first interview, and on next Monday, I got a call that I got selected.
Very good. So during this entire process, just a second. So Mitali, this is for the first time we are meeting Rachna after her selection, or like she has attended classes in between?
So she has attended classes.
So she must have shared her experience as well.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Again, again from HR perspective, basically what happens, Rachna, what we were discussing is that when you are there in the interview, and sometimes what it happens that interviewer gets this feeling that this guy or this girl is good in her subject, but maybe because of certain pressure, or maybe stress, or maybe nervousness, he or she is not able to give her best. So in that case, what happens that interviewer, they give you an opportunity to express yourself, and then they ask you certain questions like, okay, so what is your favorite topic, or to whom you admire in the area of finance. But these are very general questions. But then when you are not able to answer at least these questions, then it really creates a very bad impression about you. Because having spent your 3-4 years or 5 years of your graduation and post-graduation in BCom, MCom, or BBA, MBA, then doing one more course like CBOP, that too from a Marticus, and in spite of investing this much of time, money, and if you are not able to answer these basic questions, then it really create a question mark on. See, again, we will discuss this in the interview preparation, but see, again, the idea is that there are two kinds of interviews basically. The first one is to reject, and the second one is to select. Now, when is to reject? So suppose there is a large pool of walk-ins. All of a sudden, some ABC has been, assigned the responsibility. You go to this cabin, you go to that cabin, and you have to take this. See, if you found them suitable, just it's okay. Otherwise, just reject them, because they had published a notice in the newspaper, and because of that, there has been a good number of walk-ins. So they have to complete the process. So in that particular process, if you get rejected, no, trust me, that is not a result of your hard work, or that is not the ultimate result of your sincerity and everything. It's just a process. It's just by luck that you got rejected, because that is how the mechanism was for that particular process. But then when you go for an interview where you have received one email that you have to report at so and so time. So when the time is specific, the date is specific, and that you have at least a minimum of 2 days or 3 days. I mean, if it is more than 2 days, then though it's like, it is the best opportunity. So when everything is planned, it means there you will stand a chance, because they are looking for to hire someone, right? That's why everything is in place. Now, when this is the case, and when the interviewer has been waiting for you for the last 2 days, you have been waiting for this opportunity for the last 2 days, once you have received this email and all, then it really becomes very important at your part to be actually prepared for the day, right? Now, again, as I have said in the beginning itself, there is always a possibility that maybe you go there and you are not able to perform. See, this is just one day. This is just a moment. See, Sachin Tendulkar has not scored century in every match, though he is called as God of the cricket. I mean, I don't think that there can be any other honor bigger than this, calling somebody the God of that particular event or that particular one game, I mean, that is called as cricket. So in all these processes, it really becomes important for us to know something where, in spite of all this stress, in spite of all these obstacles, in spite of everything, I'm able to answer this set of 5-6 questions. And with that logic, with that concept, we have created this particular activity for the day. Now, again, if you see, I have given you 50, 60 words, 100 words. So basically, in a way, I'm trying to pull you in a way that you are putting your thoughts together and you are trying to create the best answers for these questions, so that you can convey them, you can speak about them, you can talk about them for at least 25-30 minutes in the interview, so that at least you are able to create a good impression about yourself, that too when the day is not in your favor. You're getting my point?
Yes, sir.
And I will also tell you that if interviewer is not asking these questions, how we can make them to ask these questions. And that we'll discuss in the interview preparation session. Now, again, today itself, I'm putting it on record, and I'm suggesting you that in the interview prep session that we will be having, like maybe the next to next lecture, be active, be on your camera. Most probably I will be there in the Pune itself. As of now, I'm traveling. I have come to my hometown. So, and the number of questions that you will be asking, will actually give me ample opportunity to share my experience, to share my knowledge, my own journey in this entire process. And I can always say that the best of that particular session will depend upon you while asking you the questions, and that to the quality questions. So it is your responsibility for all these things. I do not come with any slides. I do not come with any kind of document. It is purely simple one-to-one interaction. If Mitali has any question, I will be answering that question as in Mitali. If Radha has any question, I will be asking those answers on behalf of Radha, so that Radha can relate to me and she can learn the things she finds it easy to implement in her interview, right? So that will be the approach, and just a glimpse of that is what we are doing today. So if you go through the set of the questions, so allow me to share those questions again. So do you have any kind of confusion on these questions? You all have gone through the question? Please take.
Sir, do you look up someone who has mastered the topic? It means what?
So for example, maybe there is some personality like Rachna Ranade, some Maheshwari is there. You know, so they have mastered a specific topic. So maybe if I have to know about investment and all, I may follow them. If I have to know about maybe derivatives or maybe some other tools, so there may be certain individual or certain personality who have been doing so great in this area. For example, if it comes to share market and all, people follow Warren Buffett, his suggestions and all. Maybe there are few people who follow Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. One Mr. Damani is there. I have heard his name quite often in various classes. So the idea is to find a role model, or to someone who inspires you and whose suggestions have really worked for you. So that is the objective of this question. Because see, if I have to grow in particular field, I need to have a role model. See, from where we'll get the disciplines, from where we'll get those thoughts. So books cannot give you everything, right? So books are basically there for theory knowledge, but then who has implemented it? What is that they have learned out of it, and how they have been able to take the maximum advantage of all these concepts. So maybe rather than going to the book and then trying to implement all those things, definitely we'll go to the book, but then there is someone who has already implemented it. So, and they will give you the real-time do's and don'ts for that particular field. So that is what we are looking for, that whatever is your favorite topic, do you find someone to whom you can follow and from whom you can learn something, and you can bring those changes in yourself in that particular process.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is it mandatory that person should be well known, that it can be any person that to whom we only know, not like any relative or friend that who have very great knowledge about in this field?
Yeah, that can always be. But see, when ultimately, Rachna, see, when me and you, so when we both are talking, at least the topic should be first. Then only it will generate certain curiosity, or maybe I will be having certain questions to get your perspective. You will be having certain answers or questions to get my perspective. But if suppose that topic is unknown to me, so even if you say no problem, there can be somebody who is better than all these known personalities. It's fine, absolutely fine. But then that is also a good way. But then probably the kind of questions that we will be getting, or maybe the person may lose it interest as well, because he is not aware of that personality. So see, the idea here is to create a common point in such a way that you can do the best.
Okay.
See, whatever you have said, I wholeheartedly accept that. But again, as I have said, when we both are sitting, probably the third person about whom we are talking, that person should be known to both of us. It will only, and see, the process of interview is definitely to exhibit your knowledge or to show your experience and everything. But see, ultimately the idea is to get the job. So let us bring in something what they want. No, right? Having everything all together, a new topic that can be of interest to that person, that may not be of interest to that person. So there will be a lot of complexity in that process. So I will suggest you to avoid that. Okay. If you know somebody about whom you can prepare, and if that person is known, so far so good. If not, then if you are not able to prepare also, that in that case you can go ahead with that person, but do not be blank. You can always say that, sir, when it comes to look up to someone who has mastered this topic, so she is my cousin and she is staying in USA. I have one girl. Her brother is a IB professional. Just a second. Hello. So her brother is in UK or somewhere, and he has been there in this field for the last 5+ years. And with his inspiration only, the sister is also doing this course. So that can always be there, no problem. Any other question from anybody? Radha, Anita, Rohit?
No, sir. Okay.
So now what we are going to do, please note down all the questions and prepare the answers. It is 9:28. We'll connect by maybe, how much time you think you need for this? Aditya, Anita, Mitali, how much time?
So 10 to 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mitali, what do you think?
So 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay. Anita? Okay, so let us connect at 10 a.m. Spend half an hour. Okay, yeah, half an hour, 45 minutes, and then we'll start. Please note down the questions. In case if there is any network fluctuation and all, at least you will be having. So take the screenshot or maybe note down all these questions to avoid any kind of complications, because I'm at my native, so there is a little bit of network issue here. So please note down all these questions in advance. Once done, please do let me know. If all these questions are done, please do let me know.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that day I called you regarding the like pending assignment that we have to share for you. So you said that that we will discuss on Sunday.
Okay, so can you switch on your camera, please, Akash? Okay, so just a second. You have sent it, no, through email.
No, you said that like just prepare that assignment that was pending from my side, and just like wait for your instruction for that.
So what all assignments are pending at your end?
The elevator pitch one and the bond assignment.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what you need to do, you have the YouTube link and everything with you.
Yes, that I have. But the link that you shared on the mail, no, that was expired, so we can't upload that video
Right.
directly.
Akash, see, for the assignment there was a deadline.
Uh-huh.
So once that time is over, the link automatically
Yes.
gets expired. So
Yes.
that is a separate thing. Now what we need to do, you can write one email to me and you can paste all the 3 links there.
Okay.
So elevator pitch, link is this. For bond, the link is this. For venture capitalist, the link is this. So a total of 3 links should be coming from you through one email where you have mentioned your
Hello.
Hello. Ah,
Your voice
so
was.
you got my. So I was saying that you need to send those 3 links to me via email.
Yeah.
And then I will, once I'm back, I will request the governance team to upload your marks.
Yes. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So guys, this is done. The questions are already there with you. Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about others? Please just reply so that I can cancel the screen. Anita is done. Mitali?
Me
Yes,
also,
sir.
Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Akash is done. Very good. Okay, so everyone is ready. It seems Akash, Mitali, who else? Aditya.
The second last is list.
So guys, we'll start at 10:05. Let others also complete it. Okay, so who is going to present first? Vitali, are you ready?
No, sir, yet to complete.
Oh, you had said yes, done in the chat box. Rohit? Okay. Aditya?
No, sir.
Ready?
No, sir. Last
Okay.
one is left. What is
Okay.
your?
Okay,
Yeah.
so let us start by then maybe
Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
10, 10, 15. Okay, so are we ready now? Mitali, Rohit, Anita. Okay. So who is going to present first? Okay, so who is going to start first, please? I'm not getting any response. Anita, can you hear me? Mitali,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so should we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah, so what we'll do, like I will be keeping my video off because there is a little bit of network issue at my end as well.
okay.
So those of you whoever is speaking, please switch on your camera and you can speak. So
Yes, sir.
let us start with Mitali first.
Sure. Yeah. So the first question, do you look up to someone great in the area of finance?
Yeah.
So yes, when it comes to finance, the first person who comes to my mind is Warren Buffett. He is one of the most successful investor of all the times, and he has started investing at the age of 11. So he's been a great role model to me. He's one of the world's richest people, and his investment strategies, what he has defined in his book, or whatever he tells in his interviews, or that are being followed by people all over the world, and they are being beneficial for all of them. So yes, I look up to him in the area of finance, and he's a role model. The next
Very good.
question, in investment banking, what is your favorite topic? So when it comes to an investment banking, the topic that I like most is cash equities, like stocks, IPOs, or we can say GDRs, ADRs, etc. What information do you have on the given topic? So basically,
So
yes.
Mitali,
Yes, sir.
so when it comes to, like, what is your favorite topic, right? So what is your answer?
Cash equities or yeah.
So when we have to say like this, we can always say that, yeah, finance as an overall is very interesting subject. And there are many other interesting topics like derivatives, equities, money market. But as far as, again, if I have to choose anyone, probably I will say that, cash equities is my friend. So in a way, we are giving an idea that I know the rest of the things as well.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So the next question, what information do you have on the given topic? So basically, cash equities refer to the portion of an investment which can easily be converted into cash. So we know various equities such as stocks, shares, or even the IPOs which are listed into the markets. We can easily convert into the cash whenever we need them. So it is like the common stock issued to the public, and it may also be referred to as trading of shares, like basically most trading of shares. It also includes the initial public offering or the fresh issue of shares which company issues, and a normal retail investor who, if needs any money or want an immediate cash, he can easily rely on to cash equities. The securities generally they are traded on the stock exchanges or stock markets. In India, the stock markets are most of the common stock markets, or the most of the major stock markets are BSE or NSE, or even we have international markets, global markets in the world. So what is the latest update? The next question, what is the latest update about the given topic internationally or nationally? So currently, we know currently we are facing the crisis. We face the crisis of COVID pandemic all over the world. There was Russian and Ukraine war, which affected the markets very highly. Markets were volatile at that time, and currently we are facing the crisis of inflation. It's not only limited to our country, but it's internationally. Each and every country currently is facing such crisis, and every stock market, may it be Indian or any outside or a global market, it's being volatile. It's not stable, or we can't speculate the market currently. It's being volatile. Stock exchanges from India like BSE, NSE, or outside India such as New York Stock Exchange, London Stock Exchange, or Tokyo Stock Exchange, they are being affected due to the inflation. Even our Indian currency or Indian rupee is losing its value due to inflation. Some of the experienced people from our field, they suggest that our economy can go into recession due to this inflation. But we can see government has been starting to take steps to curb the inflation, such as making changes in the repo rates, interest rates, or even we can see the fuel prices. They have been decreasing slowly or lightly. They are taking some steps to curb the inflations, due to which we can say that the markets can get into place or be stable. Next is, what is your opinion on the chosen topic for the next 6 months or 1 year? So as we know about inflation, the current crisis, the government is trying its best to curb the inflation, but we don't know at what time it will take to curb it. But as per the articles or the major people in the field, they predict that the market cannot be stable, or we can't speculate the market for next 1 or 2 quarters, because it will take time to change overall economic environment. But when we look up to 1 year or beyond, we can see the markets will be stable due to because of the government from each country are now taking the steps so that the economic environment of the country gets stable, because we can see the our countries are going into recession, and that can lead to the depression as well. So currently the markets will be volatile, but after 1 year or more, we can see some stability in the markets. So do you look up to someone who has mastered the topic? Yes, sir.
Now again, see, we cannot talk like where, it's not like a history or kind of English thing. See, you need to exactly talk about that, what exactly these governments are doing. What you are saying, so these governments are doing a lot of things. So maybe in the next 1.5 years or 2 years, the market will get stable and all. Now, what are the things that they are doing?
Okay, I have to specifically mention.
Yes, then only your knowledge will know. Otherwise, even a normal person who is walking on the road, he will also say that government is doing everything.
Yeah.
But you as a finance student, you as an upcoming IB professional, do you know what they are exactly doing? What is the repercussion of that? How it is actually going to take place? Like, for example, yesterday there was a news that very soon we are going to we'll see that the inflation rate is decreasing and all. Like Shashikant Das, who happens to be our RBI governor, yesterday he had said something like this in a press conference. Now this is an for a common man or for a layman, but then when a person like you, when he or she is talking, at least you should talk about the certain steps that has been taken.
Okay.
Now, what are the steps that you can take for an immediate effect? What are the steps that you can take which will have some impact after 1 quarter or 2 quarter or so? So you need to talk about all those things in specific. Then only you are able to exhibit, or you are able to establish that, yes, I know this subject, or I have the understanding of this process.
Yes.
Otherwise, it is, your statement is just like any government statement.
No.
चिंता की कोई बात नहीं है, बहुत जल्द इकोनॉमी अपने कंट्रोल में आ जाएगी. वो जल्द का डेफिनेशन क्या है? Nobody knows. किस तरीके से आप कंट्रोल करोगे? Nobody knows. What exactly will happen? जब आप कंट्रोल कहते हो उसका क्या मतलब है? Nobody knows. Right? So we need to be specific, and that is why we are doing this exercise. Okay?
Yes.
So talk about 2 or 3 steps that they have taken. Also, Mithali, you know, see, the ultimate objective that we want to achieve here is that we want to showcase, or in a way we want to present our knowledge. So something should come from your side as well.
Okay.
RBI is doing, it's okay, or if some federal bank or something in US they are doing, it's okay, fantastic. What suppose if you are the governor of RBI? Or what if you are the finance minister of the particular country, right? So see, I mean, the kind of knowledge you have, you should present it like that. So yeah, I mean, like, I really appreciate the government, this step of increasing the interest rate. Like, even in my opinion, I think this is one of the best too. Or maybe you can say like, yeah, this was one of the good steps, but probably they should have not increased by 0.5 BPS, rather than they should have done it by 0.25. You know, so there your contribution comes into the picture, and then probably people will ask you, okay, so Mithali, why you are saying it should not be 0.5 and it should be only 0.25? Then again, you get an opportunity to share your side of knowledge, right? So that is what we need to do. See, the ultimate idea here is to create a dialogue between you and the interviewer, or maybe for that matter, any other platform where you are participating. And the idea is that you are creating such a environment there that you are getting that opportunity to express your knowledge. And that you have to only do. Nobody else will come and give you the mic or maybe the platform that they know Mithali is the best girl. No, it will never happen. But then the way we are discussing, you know, how many of you have seen one movie called as Sholay, Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra? Anybody here in the class? Anybody? यार इतनी डल क्लास, आप लोग क्या एक्सप्लोर करते हो? आदित्य, even you have not seen that movie. Rohit, yeah, Aditya. So today, you know, like Mithali, when you get out of this class and when we are closing, you can go and watch it on YouTube. Not the entire movie, but there is one a particular scene where Amitabh Bachchan is going to Hema Malini's house, and he is talking about the relationship for, you know, he wants to ask for, like, Dharmendra wants to get married to Hema Malini. So what's that particular scene? Now in that particular scene, I mean, see, my way of teaching is entirely different. So, so when you watch that scene, no, he says, like, you know, अरे चाची आप रिश्ता दे दो, लड़के की शादी हो जाएगी तो घूमना फिरना बंद कर देगा. एंड देन शी सेज कि अच्छा लड़का इतना घूमता है, एंड ही सेज कि अब जो आदमी बेकार है वो क्या करेगा, वो तो घूमेगा ही. अच्छा बेकार है, अब हाँ माता रोजगार तो है नहीं, कुछ ऐसा, you know, like he is giving answer in such a way that he himself is getting another question to talk about. I mean, if you particular go through that particular scene, you will come to know what exactly I want to say here. What I'm trying to tell you here is that your answers should be created in such a way that it gives an opportunity to the interviewer, or for that matter, anybody with whom you are talking, that he's bound to ask you another question, and that is the question which you should be expecting and you should be having the answer. Right? Yeah, please go ahead.
So the last question, do you look up to someone who has mastered the topic? Yes, when it comes to finance, I have been following CA Rachna Ranade ma'am. She is now on YouTube and is a great finance influencer. But I know her since a long. She used to teach in one of the CA classes before, and I knew her due to my friend. She was doing her CA course. So I had met her, and it was great talking to her when I first met her. So since then, I'm following her. Now she, being good in finance, she has been posting her content related to stock markets, IPOs, or basic concepts which an individual or non-commerce or who doesn't have a finance knowledge can go to her content and learn any basic concepts from her video. So I have been following her. The things I've learned from her are like basics of stock market, or what things we should see before investing, or what all concepts we should know before investing into something. Or even now, by learning her from her, I can suggest my parents for investments or anything related to finance. She has been a great influencer. um, yes, and she has finance experience, like 10 plus years of experience into this field, and I really admire her and follow her.
Very good. Okay, next, Rohit. Rohit, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sir. Hello, everyone. So first question is, do you look?
Camera, please switch on.
Sorry, sir. Okay. So first question is, do you look up to someone to get into the finance area? Okay. So I look to Pranjal Kamra as the greatest person in finance because he has a YouTuber. Okay. He has channel the name of Finology. So Pranjal Kamra provide the finance knowledge to everyone from the YouTuber. Lots of finance topics and share the market knowledge. You can watch those videos, and whatever your question you have, you get the clear answer. And Pranjal Kamra and then the Pranjal Kamra is the best YouTuber because he has completed the Bachelor of Law from he has completed the law from the National Law University and purchased a certificate course of National Institute of Security Market Investment and Securities. So that's why I follow him. And next question is, in IB, what is your favorite topic? So my favorite topic is bonds. Okay. And next topic is, next question is, next question is, what is the information do you have the given topic? Okay. The bonds is simply a loan taken by a company from the public. This is this. Hello, sir. I am audible. Yes. Okay. So I start the bond details. A bond is simply a loan taken by a company from the public. Bonds are the debt security issued by corporate governments and organization. The yield to maturity is the total expected return from the another investment. Bonds is held to maturity. The AAA company is AAA company bonds rating is the highest rating bonds. The safest category considered the safest bonds. And And the AAA companies are TCS, Infosys, and Axis Banks. The examples. And the coupon rates, the interest rates paid by bonds issued on the bonds face value. The जैसे कि इंटरेस्ट रेट रिसीव होता है, इंटरेस्ट रेट शेयर पर और इक्विटी पर मतलब रिसीव होता है, से बॉन्ड पर कूपन मतलब हमें मिलता है. एंड द बॉन्ड्स टाइप्स आर, द नॉर्मल बॉन्ड्स टाइप्स आर द zero coupon bond, junk bond, corporate bond, municipal bond, and normal government bonds. And risk of bonds is the low liquidity in bonds, because low liquidity in bonds. And next is interest rate or risk in bonds. Interest rates in bonds. And next question is, what is the unique understanding you have about the chosen topic? Okay, the bond is the safest instruments because the investment in AAA company bond, the yield at maturity, I received the return which I expected. It's helped to the know more about the market and about the company prevalent into market. And next question is, do you look up the someone who has the master in that topic? So the answer is, the Arjun sir gave me a lot of knowledge about the bonds. He was my manager into the previous company. He has the delayed knowledge about the bonds. He is always into the is up to date what is the bonds price, with the what prediction one can make, will it profitable.
The last one.
Yes sir. Do you look the last question is, do you look up to someone who has master in that topic? The Arjun sir gave me a lot of knowledge about bonds. He has the manager in last previous company. As he has delayed the knowledge of about the bonds, he always into up to date what is the bond price, what is the prediction, what is the prediction one can make will be profitable. Yes.
You said something about something called as AAA.
Yes sir.
What is AAA?
The company rating is a AAA sir. Okay, AAA is AAA company is the best company. Okay, so that's why the bonds is the safest. Yes.
AAA is the best company. Tata is the best company. But why Tata is the best company, Papa? Why AAA company is the best? What is the process? What is the exact definition of that AAA? What is AAA exactly?
It's a company.
Whenever you are talking about any new thing, any new concept, any new word, please define that in the process. So for example, AAA companies are the best company, but let us know what is a AAA company, and then probably you can explain what is AAA. I believe AAA is something like ICO certification kind of, where those bonds, those who have been given a rating of AAA, it means their performance and all has been very consistent, maybe over a period of time. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So define that, no, Baba. If you define that, probably the other person will come to know that you have just not remembered everything, rather you have understood it also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my question to you is, Rohit, like about all these 6 or 7 questions, are you confident and you can answer these questions without without referring to a notes and all?
Referring.
What I mean to say that without reading it or without taking help of any notebook and all, you can answer all these questions.
Sir, I have some time.
No, definitely. But
I want some time, yes.
You want some time, yes, but do you believe that you can do this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In interview, yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Confirmly, yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
in the next class, you have to just come with the only questions and you have to present all the answers.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Confirm.
Otherwise, the entire objective or the motive of this entire activity will vanish.
Yes, sir. Okay,
So,
sir.
so the objective is that now see, at least on these 7 topics, you have a grip. You know everything.
Yes, sir.
So even if there is a deadlock kind of situation, or maybe there is a situation in the interview when you are not able to answer something, probably you can initiate from these topics.
Okay, sir.
You are getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes,
so
sir.
Work hard and try to understand. You know, Aditya, Rohit, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you are.
Okay. Aditya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes.
Radha, be ready after this.
Yes, sir.
Aditya, go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sorry for the delay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First question is: do you look up to someone in the greatest in the finance? So Warren Buffett is widely considered to most successful investor in the history. So not one only richest person in the world, but yeah, we we know his efforts and investing strategies. So I motivate from Warren Buffett, and one very motivate where I remember or remind these words. It is for better to buy a wonderful company at a fair value, fair price, than a fair company at a wonderful price. So Warren Buffett, it is very motivated line from Warren Buffett.
What is the meaning of this?
When company when company price is down, so we need to interest in the company. It is meaning is this line. So second question is the in IB, means in investment banking, what is your favorite topic? So yes, my in investment banking, my favorite topic is stock market, because I love what happened in the past and what happened in the current situation in the market. Recently this government situation, so market is very volatile, but many oldest means what we can say, oldest broker and oldest investor, he said that the many time when market previous situation is there and many years go on, and then currently the situation is the same. So I love stock markets in IB. Third question is, what is information do you have in stock market. So in simple, stock market is completely you where someone's buy and sell the shares. So I have some notes, I have some books of stock markets, but the most probably we can go through NSE and BSE site, so we can very thoroughly get the information about the stock market, and who is the gainer of the stock market, who is the loser of stock market. So so that's it. Third, fourth question is, what is the latest update about the stock market? So Sensex is ended 303 points at a higher side. Sensex price is 544.81, and Nifty close at 16,220. Nifty also goods, and top gainer is a power grind. This is the top gainer of almost 20 to 30% gaining in the one day, means recently. Fifth question is, what is unique understanding do you have about the given topic? So stock markets, it's help build your savings, build your protect your money, and money, inflation and taxation. So in many times maximum income you are investing. So this is unique understanding. Sixth question is, what is your opinion on the choose topic? So according to my perspective, when you are working, or you're working with any organization, so best way you go through mutual funds or SIP is there. But when you have means many time you have time, so go through with market analysis, what is situation, what is latest news, what is going on in the market. So go through with this. So this is my opinions. And last one question is, do you look up someone's? So yeah, it's a YouTuber. His name is Subhashis. He's from Delhi. Yeah, his YouTube channel name is Stock of Power of Stocks. Sorry. So I've seen from 2 years, and if you see any unique technique or unique unique styles in working in your working. So you need to focus to you are focusing in this person. So I've many times I regularly seen his videos, and he have many experience in stock market, many experience in investment. He also have many holdings are there. So I like these persons, and he is a full-time trader and investor also. So that's it. I'm very means
you are nervous?
No, I'm not nervous, but थोड़ा ये हो रहा है, स्पीड से हो रहा है, तो थोड़ा।
तो एक तो आप पार्टिसिपेट बहुत कम करते हो क्लासेस में, क्यों?
यस।
ऐसा क्या करते हो आपकी क्लासेस नहीं कर पाते हो आप?
नो, वर्किंग हूँ मैं भी, बट कुछ टाइम सैटरडे वर्किंग भी होता है, तो बस ज्वाइन करता हूँ मैं, बट अभी फिलहाल नहीं है कुछ प्रॉब्लम, अभी कर रहा हूँ पार्टिसिपेट।
So are you confident that given an opportunity you will be able to answer all these questions independently?
Yeah, no issues.
Okay. You have submitted your elevator speech, and why?
No, my also pending. I talked with Siddharth sir. बट लाइक आकाश जैसे बोला वैसे भी मैं मेल कर दूंगा आपको.
नहीं, बट आपने उस टाइम क्यों सबमिट नहीं किया?
और डिले भी हो गया था और आपको बोला भी था कि मेरा पेंडिंग है, बट उसके बाद मैंने भी फॉलोअप नहीं लिया थोड़ा.
So I think level 2 mocks are done for you, right?
Yeah. No, level 2 mocks.
Okay.
Level 1 is done.
Level 1 is done and L2 is pending.
Yeah.
But you have almost completed your level 2?
Not it. Miss lectures is done, but
Mithali, level 2 is completed for you all?
Yeah, level 2 sessions all are done. We have mocks scheduled next Saturday, coming Saturday.
Okay. So Aditya, please focus on this, and make sure that you are getting to know everything that is happening in the class, and at the same time you are able to develop your understanding about these concepts.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Very good. Okay. So let us do one thing. Let us take a break, and then we'll start. So Anita, in the meantime, please fix your mic, and Radha, please be ready after this break. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead. Anita, your mic issue is resolved. Anita?
Can I, sir, start?
Yeah, just a second. Anita? Anita had some mic issues, so... Okay. Yeah, Radha, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So, hi everyone. Good morning. I am doing investment bank course from Emerticus. I look CA Rachna Ranade, who have great knowledge of finance. She share her knowledge through YouTube videos. While I follow since last 3 months, last 3 months to build my knowledge. I like her session, IPO review. She give a fundamental analysis of all companies. In this course, I have learned so many topics of finance. One of my favorite topic is future and options. I have get knowledge of future and options from my domain trainer, Siddharth sir. Future and options is a practical things which you learn about share market, intraday trading. In future, it is a monthly expiry of stocks, and options, it is a weekly expiry of stocks. In the share market, lot of things affects the share market, such as US recession's repo rate. In the repo rate is increased by 50 basis. The effect of a share market is being bearish. If the repo rate is decreased, the effect of the market is market being bullish. If the I have chosen this topic because I have interested doing intraday trading and future started doing for long term and short term. I inspired from Mitesh Patel, who is called as the king of options. I follow him Twitter to learn their strategy of trading. Sir, I have done.
Okay, only this much.
Yes, sir. Because I am not repeated the questions, so I go through the all.
So what is your answer to the question, like what is the national and international?
Because national and international is the US recession as we seen, and repo rate, the monetary policy. The government is increase the repo rate, such as the effect of the market is being bearish, because the market is crashed by 2,000 points around.
Okay. And what is your unique understanding?
Because in future and options is all the our economy depending on our stock exchange. I interested these topics because in youth generations we are looking forward as the future and options intraday trading savings for the our when you achieve your goals as an investment bank.
See, I mean, whatever you are saying, it's very complicated.
Acha, sir, I chosen these topics because I interested in the intraday trading.
You may be intraday trading and all. That is not my concern. My concern is that, see, once you have taken any topic and if you have prepared it, so the audiences must understand whatever you are saying.
Yes.
So your understanding and then your ability to convey, your ability to make people understand exactly what you are saying, that is also important.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Right. So
Yes.
from that point of view, I'm trying to understand this. Okay. Anita, are you ready? So Anita, it is not about like written test and all, or written activity where we need to see whatever you have written. The idea is to see that whatever you have written, how far you know, and moreover how far you can express your your understanding to the interviewer. So that is where I am concerned. So if the mic is not working, probably I don't know. I mean, are you using some Bluetooth kind of headset or what? What is the challenge? Can you switch on your camera? So mobile, you are on mobile, right? Okay. But you are on mute. Why don't you unmute yourself? Okay, just a second. Okay. Seems there is some issue. Okay. So again, I will only say that just focus on these questions, prepare them, and make sure that you are able to answer all these questions. Stand in front of a mirror, practice, and try to understand the logic behind this and accordingly prepare yourself. Now, you all have any questions, you can ask me. I mean, Rachna, it seems she has left. There is some network issue. And we are only 4 as of now. Mitali, any question you have? Mitali?
Yes,
Rohit?
sir.
Yeah.
So even now, when I was answering the questions or I was speaking with you, currently I'm at my normal pace. But when I was answering, I was into my speed was much more. So like I'm unable to overcome that. How to work on it?
So again, I mean, see, we had done that teleprompter activity,
Yes, sir.
and so that is probably you need to go back and need to do this. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I will show you something.
So I had a network issue, so I couldn't hear you.
So I'm saying just give me a minute. I want to show something.
Okay, sir.
as well as running.
So is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
A few companies. We can all be highly creative, and the aim of this course is to explore our innate abilities and to see if we can enhance these. You have probably heard the well-known phrase that necessity is the mother of invention. From many personal experiences, we know that this saying has a lot of validity. If you have a problem,
now, what I'm trying to do here is that see if you can mute. So just a second, let me stop. Is it audible?
No, sir.
Then now you try to match the pace. So you are getting Mitali?
Yes, sir.
So though that teleprompter and this kind of things will eventually, you know, help you to get that speed. But see, moreover, the concern here is that it's maybe because you want to complete your answer very fast, or maybe you just want to complete it as soon as possible. So maybe somewhere you need to religiously walk and you need to come out of this mindset. Take a long breath, relaxed, find your pace and explain the answer. See, in your mind, you need to be confident that whatever I'm saying, I am correct. I know the topic and I can explain this to anybody. Right? So that approach has to be there. What happens generally is that we in a way, you know, like we always have some kind of this possibility that I may forget. So let me complete it as soon as possible. And this happens because maybe either you have not understood the concept, you don't understand it fully. That is one thing. However, in your case, I am sure that you know the topic, you understand the topic. So that is not the case. Now the case may be only because you are nervous that you have to explain this, or maybe you have to speak for this with a large group of audience. But for that thing, the practice is the only thing. So practice it the way I have just shown you one example. You can just mute that person and see how those write-ups are getting highlighted. Try to match that pace. But internally, you have to believe this, that yes, I can explain this. I know this, nothing to worry. And I may take my own time. So nothing to worry about. So just practice is the key. Practice is the key.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, also I have problem of this to hurry finish my answers. I am a little bit nervous about how to present my explanation.
See, we have been discussing this. You understand, you learn, you get for any kind of training. Obviously, this is for you, but in other sense, it is for the audiences. So for example, if you have learned some concept on options or bonds, definitely this is for you, but ultimately this is for the organization where you have to use these learnings, right? Now, you need to somewhere set this in your mind that whatever I have learned, I may be knowing everything, but if I am not able to explain this to Anita, it is of no use. Now, even today also, Radha, when you were speaking, it is what like you are just bothered about yourself that I have completed the assignment and that's it.
Yes, sir.
आपको
Yes, sir.
आपको समझ में आए ना आए ये मेरा कंसर्न नहीं है. हमारा ऐसा एटीट्यूड नहीं हो सकता. मुझे ये देखना है continuously for the next 3-4 minutes, whatever the time I am speaking, you know, that I need to see whether the people who are out there, are they able to understand what I'm trying to say, right? So that one thing has to be there, and based on that, you can accordingly change your conversation, or maybe you can change the content, or maybe you can improvise on something so that you can get the attention of audience back to you. So ultimately you have understood, but then the idea is that you should be able to explain it to the other person so that he or she can also understand. Okay.
I work for it.
So work on this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, before the session, I prepare for myself here, doing smoothly and relaxedly. But now, such as going through, so I just reading. So I am not able to understand to other person.
Yes. So that is where you need to do all these things intentionally. It will not happen automatically or naturally. You need to do this intentionally. So you know that constant involvement has to be there. So maybe in a way, like for example, even for us also, even after being there in the classes or in the training for the last 7-8 years, still what happens that I have to remind myself that, okay, maybe I'm going a little faster, or maybe, you know, I need to slow down, or maybe I have not used the correct word. So then I need to again rephrase my sentences or my content, so that ultimately, and then whenever, for example, you must have seen throughout the training that I often say, so is there anything left if you want to ask me anything? Because like as a trainer, my objective is to make sure that my students are able to understand, they get to know whatever we have discussed, they have certain kind of idea that what is going on in the class. Likewise, it is your responsibility when you are explaining that, you know, you need to ask this question to yourself, that have I explained this? Do these people know what I have said? And if the answer is no to yourself, then try to come again, try to take another route and explain all those things again in a different manner. And that is where you improve yourself. Okay. So practice, and practice. That is the only thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anita, you had said something in the chat box. I'm not sure about this, what exactly you want to say. 6th question, can you just tell me what is expected in that question? So question number 6 is that, what is your opinion on the chosen topic for the next 6 months or 1 year? Okay. So here what we want to ask you is that, for example, if you are talking about bonds, or maybe if your favorite topic is derivatives, or maybe your favorite topic is stock market or capital market. So the idea is that, see, these financial tools are very dynamic. So as Mitali was explaining, or maybe for that matter, if I remember, Rohit was also explaining. See, when you were saying that in like, you know, because we are doing something like this today, so maybe in the next 6 months we can see something like this, or maybe in the next 1 year of time, the market valuation, or maybe the role of derivative will go up to this extent. So today, if we are dealing something around this much amount of money under derivatives, maybe it will go up to this much in the next 6 months or 1 year of time. So what is the future prospect of that particular tool that you are discussing? Right? So that is the objective. So in a way, this is just an idea to give an understanding to the interviewer, that it is not that you have just remembered everything. It is also that I understand the topic, and even I can visualize this topic for the next 1 year. right? So that is the idea behind having that question. Okay. Any other question from anybody? Aditya, Rohit?
No, sir.
Okay.
What at everything? Yeah.
Rohit? No question.
No, sir. No.
Okay. Mitali?
No, sir.
Okay. So since only a few of you are there, so I mean, we are done. Generally, there are a whole lot of students, so everybody participates in the class. But again, the idea is that whatever Rohit has discussed about either bonds, maybe Mitali has discussed about capital market or equity market, or likewise Radha has discussed about certain things. So the idea is to learn from each other. Let us make a habit that we know all these topics internally, and given a choice, we can always talk about those things in front of the interviewer. So with this, I will close for the day. The only thing is that just after this class, I'm sending you the email where you need to prepare your resume and you need to send it to me. I will be sending you one Google form as well. Mitali, anything? Radha, anything?
No, sir.
Sir, sir, we have to send our resume through the given link, or we have to get a hard copy into the next lecture?
Okay. So what generally we do for online students, see, this is mandatory for each one of you to send your resume through the Google link that I will be sending. Now, those who are interested, I mean, I will not say those, this is for everyone, those who are in offline batch, that when you are whenever you are coming for the next lecture, please bring a hard copy so that we can evaluate and we can discuss and I can give you the feedback. Now, again, resume is something which is very personalized, right? So there is no point taking one resume and discussing in this class. So maybe Radha will not be interested or Anita will not be interested in what Mitali has to talk about herself. Okay, in the sense, interested in the sense that, see, I will be asking you certain questions to justify whatever website is correct or how well we can present those achievements or those testimonials. So that requires a lot of personal intervention. So I suggest to all my students, and that is what I follow, that they come with a hard copy. We sit and discuss and I give them the feedback. Again, they take back that resume and they correct it. For online students, I can give you the feedback during HR mocks. After 10 or 15 minutes of those mocks, I spend 5-7 minutes of time where I give you individual feedback for online students, not for the offline. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you will be receiving the email just in next 7 to 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum. Okay. So thank you. Take care and wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.